Dr.Ruja webinar. Welcome to all our viewers.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you're calling in from. Welcome to the One Life Network OneCoin webinar. I'm really glad to be here. This is Sebastian Greenwood, 001, Master Distributor of One Life Network. And we have, of course, today a very important call. On the call, we have the three most important people in the network, in the company, One Life, One Coin. We have, of course, on the call myself, Sebastian Greenwood. We have also Mr. Pierre Arens, the CEO of OneCoin, and of course, the founder, Dr.Ruja Ignatova. So please sit back, relax, listen to these important questions that have been coming in during the months. This is a FAQ live webinar session, and we are going to answer the questions that have been coming through from you. So over to you, Laura, to read up the questions, please.
Hello to all our viewers. The first question is more general. Will there be a possible Arabic translation of the official One Life pages and the back office, as there are many people from the Middle East who would like to join?
Okay, I can answer that, Laura. So when it comes to languages, we all know that whatever language is on the website is what's there. Of course, there are hundreds of different languages that people want. The official One Academy webpage has already been translated in Arabic specifically, and Hungarian is in process, and other languages are listed on the website. So please just to refer to the languages on the website. They are the ones that are live, and they're of course in the making of. You cannot force a language to come on the website. It's all step-by-step process, guys. Next question.
Thank you, Sebastian. Next question is, can you provide more information about OneCoin's blockchain? How exactly does it work?
Yes, it has already been described in the presentation in Macau, but for the people that could not be there, once again, how does the blockchain work? It is a closed source system that is made deliberately closed source so that there is no attempt for fraud or that there is no attempt for duplicity or forgery. It streamlines mining pools, and every time when such a pool is being mined, it yields 50,000 OneCoins per block, and a block every minute. Of course, it stores the KYC information also inside the blockchain, and in the back office, members can see a blockchain viewer which shows detailed information about the blockchain. So it requires time for a complete transaction to be reflected in the system, but the blockchain mines every minute.
Hello everybody, this is also Dr. Ruja. I'm very pleased to see you all on the webinar, and I would like to add some words on what Pete said. Pete has done amazing work since he's with us on the coin, on the blockchain, on the IT system. I just would like to remind you actually of the special things of the OneCoin blockchain that he already said. We are not open source yet before we go public. Today we published something very interesting on the Facebook website of the company. I don't know if you had a minute to read it, about the Bitcoin blockchain and the forks that might happen. Now we are closed source blockchain, so forks, which means dividing the blockchain and the blockchain goes one of them left and right, cannot happen to us. So it's a very good thing actually that we are doing with our blockchain not being open source, and a lot of experts actually are saying that this probably is the future of cryptocurrency. I believe that OneCoin actually has chosen a very good approach and makes itself ready for the future, because we store in an encrypted way the KYC information of the users. You know that banking gets more and more transparent in the world that we live in, information exchange and so on, and we prepare our cryptocurrency not to be anonymous, and this is why we store this information actually in our blockchain. Also very important for you guys is that the blockchain is one of the fastest outside in the market. It means that we have a block coming every minute. This is very valuable when we validate transactions. The blockchain is not only important for us to mine the coins, but also to validate the transactions. And for merchants who want to do quick transactions, this is invaluable. So I would say this is very, very important about our blockchain. Now, one question that Laura did not ask here is, we have been approached and people saying, oh, does OneCoin have a blockchain? Or is it true? Is there no blockchain? What happened? Yes, OneCoin definitely has a blockchain. And I really would discourage people to spread rumors like this because they're simply not true. A blockchain is something essential for a cryptocurrency, and we had invited independent auditors even to audit this. We cannot go public without a proper blockchain because going public, of course, needs this technology. So I would like to tell everyone, once again, yes, we have a very proper blockchain, and the haters claiming other people probably should go and look for something else to say on this. So the OneCoin blockchain is not only real, it has been assessed also by experts. There's a white paper, we will speak a bit more about it. And I think that the OneCoin blockchain currently is probably one of the most interesting one in the market because it stores so much information and is so fast.
Thank you, Dr. Ruja. So following the question about the rumors, how would you address the situation that has been recently occurring in India and all the negative publications that have been addressing our company?
Well, unfortunately, we face situations every day in several countries, and even more unfortunate is that most of the situations are self-made and unfortunately made by the network. So once again, I would like to ask Sebastian and all the leaders in the network to remind our people out there what we are doing. We are a company who sells education packages. We are not an investment. We are not selling OneCoins. We are not selling cryptocurrency. And this is extremely important. Me, as a founder of this company, and also the management team, we will not tolerate people who go out and who promise things that are not real, who make really bad claims about our company. And what happened in India is actually very, very simple. There were 25 or 30 people who were marketing our company and our education packages as investments. All these people we have removed from compliance from the company because One Life is not an investment company. There are no returns, there are no promises like this. We sell education packages, and whoever violates this is getting to be taken out of the network because of compliance. And once again, these people get in trouble, get prosecuted by the authorities, and to be very, very honest, we also cooperate with the authorities on things like this because we will not let's scam our members. I also heard that people in India have tried to sell gift codes to other people, did not deliver the gift codes. And now again, we as a company get blamed, and we simply will not tolerate this. We are cooperating with the Indian authorities. We support them wherever we can on the people who have violated the rules. And I once again say, we as a company do not tolerate this. We are a legal company. We do nothing illegal. And I will not tolerate members who actually for their own profit or for their own interest sell this opportunity in the wrong way. So I again want to ask all of you out there to be responsible and to deal with our opportunity as it deserves to be dealt with, and not like this. So as I say, we are speaking to the Indian authority. We have delivered the names of the people who have violated the firm policy. We have warned everybody in India not to do so. And I have even stopped the registration process of India yesterday until all the Indian leaders have not done another training in compliance with the company standards. I will not reopen the market.
Thank you. Next question is regarding merchants. Do you think that we will be able to get to 10 million users and 1 million merchants by 2018? And do you feel that with all of the publicity for Bitcoin and Ethereum, we are running behind schedule by waiting a full year before going public and may miss out on a big opportunity?
Okay, I think I can answer that, Sebastian, back here. I believe that what we've done so far in such a short period of time is, of course, a combined effort between the corporate and, of course, the network. And what we're doing every single day is that we're adding more and more merchants onto the Deal Shaker platform. Now, you have to understand that you cannot simply just launch something because you feel like it. There has to be a certain amount of patience before you do something, Nothing grows overnight, and to do something really solid, I believe that combining things together, network and corporate, following the goals of the corporate, letting the network follow up and drive the merchants as a number and the goal that we want to achieve, I believe for sure we can reach that number. But people need to have patience. There is no lost opportunity at all. There's nothing to rush for. Everything has to go according to plan, according to what the company's policy and what they've set for their target before the IPO next year.
I would
Thank
like
you.
to add something actually on this. I believe that all the publicity now coming for Ethereum or for Bitcoin is actually extremely good for us. We should definitely not rush our ICO. And if you guys remember, when you joined the One Life network, most of you had no idea what cryptocurrency is. In the last 2 years, we have educated about 4 million people on cryptocurrency and what it is. Now, all this positive publicity and all the value creation in Bitcoin and Ethereum is something very, very good, because the public again sees that cryptocurrency is an instrument that is here to stay and that it's something, a financial instrument of the future. I would ask my people and all our OneCoin users not to think that the pie is limited. The pie actually is not limited. So Bitcoin does not take anything from us. Ethereum does not take anything from us. All this publicity and all this noise around cryptocurrency actually makes the pie much bigger. We are actually one of the very few companies that create a new market. We are not competing. We are just creating awareness for cryptocurrency, and we are making the future. Very, very interesting is actually why do we wait this 1 year? I think Sebastian said something very, very important. We can launch today, we could have launched yesterday, we could have launched last year. But what is the point to launch something that will just create a bubble and have no inherent value? We currently, with the Deal Shaker, with our member base, we are building a value, we are building some usability, educating our members in how to use the cryptocurrency. And this is why we have decided that 2018 actually will be the right time for us to go public with the coin. We'll have a very stable membership base, we'll have merchants, we will have a lot of ways how to use the coin, we'll have the KYC in place, and all this then will be a huge success story. And for me, I have always said I would like to have a stable coin and not something that goes up and down and up and down. So I think this is very, very important for all of us.
This to some extent answers the next question, but I will ask it anyways. What makes OneCoin the best cryptocurrency, and to what extent is it safe to invest in?
So first of all, OneCoin is not the best cryptocurrency. As much as we all love and value our coin and what we have created, there's a cryptocurrency for everyone, I would say. So for example, Bitcoin is an amazing cryptocurrency for people who value anonymous transactions. So for people who value this, OneCoin is definitely not the best cryptocurrency. I would say the interesting things about OneCoin, or the special things about OneCoin, are the following. First of all, we always try to attract the mass market. People like you and me. People who are not knowledgeable on IT, who are not extremely knowledgeable on financials. We wanted to excite these people with the education packages about something new, about innovation, about cryptocurrency. So who is the users is something very special and very different about OneCoin. The second thing, as I say, is the education. We didn't want just to say, oh my God, go and look into cryptocurrency. We wanted people to understand with the education package what is cryptocurrency, what is good about cryptocurrency, where are the risks. I have to be extremely frank with you. Cryptocurrency is one of the riskiest asset classes out there. So as much as we're excited, as much as we think and believe in the future, there's always a big risk in everything we do. So real estate is something, as if you have watched your education packages, you know the risk with the real estate investment is very, very different with somebody who invests in cryptocurrency. However, we all know that the OneCoins that you receive and the tokens that you receive, if you decide to mine the coin, you receive these coins for free. So what you do with these coins, do you want to trade with the Deal Shaker platform? Do you want to keep them? Do you want to sell them? Do you want to do whatever, or transfer them when we open the exchange and when we go public? This is up to you. But it's very, very important for me that you understand the special things about OneCoin. First of all, it's a coin for everyone, not for the elite. The second thing that is very important for me, we always focus on usability. I do not want a speculation bubble. I want this coin to be used and to be like in 50, 60, 100 years still on the market. And the third thing, again, the merchants. It's a very merchant-friendly coin because of the transaction speed and of the big user base. Our people who are in this system are consumers. We like to go shopping. We are like normal people. So, of course, merchants who want to bring their products to a customer base are very, very interested in our base, and this is why they also provide interesting products in the deal shaker. So I think OneCoin is not the best cryptocurrency. There's no such thing as a best cryptocurrency. It is the same if I ask you which is the best car. I don't know which the best car is. If you're like Sebastian, probably a nice Lamborghini is the best car for you. Pitt, however, has kids, so probably the Lamborghini is not the best car for him. So it always depends on what you want, but I believe we have created something very, very special and unique, and our membership base gives us rights. So let's build on this and let's continue building on our strengths.
Thank you, Dr. Ruja. Another question, which is again related to OneCoin, is the content of the white paper going to be officially published anywhere?
We have, and Dr. Ruja has said it, and also Sebastian have said it long before. It all embeds into a plan and into a strategy. We have had audits on the blockchain. The audits formally of the blockchain have not been published. They are internal to the company. What needs to be known by the people has been communicated in Macau, and on top there are statements in the back office of each and every member that can be looked up from me on one side and also from the auditor on the other side. Finally, it is, of course, as soon as everything goes public, of course we will abide, and Dr. Ruja has said it before, we will abide with the general practice. Today it is not open source. Once it becomes open source, of course, the white paper will be published.
Thank you. Another question is, why is the verification of the KYC documents taking so long?
Okay, I can answer that. I would say that probably every 15 minutes I get this question, from the network, and it's getting a little bit boring answering it, but let's answer it once and for all, okay? So most of the KYC issues are coming from the members themselves. Now, can you imagine we have over 3 million members. There's new people coming into the system all the time. There's old people in the system who have not done their KYC. And there is, of course, the difficulty of having so many nationalities. So KYC is not a quick task. It has to be verified by your identity, where you live, etc. These documents need to come into the compliance department, and they have to go through the verification with the KYC. So therefore, it takes up to 60 days. You cannot expect this to go faster. All I can say for you new members is, as soon as you open an account, do go through the KYC immediately. That should be step number 2 after registering, because it is crucial to do this, not only for yourselves, but also for the company to be able to, for example, pay out commissions, etc. There's no other way. So everybody, you have to have patience. We're a very, very big company, and there is a multinational situation. Be patient, be diligent, do your KYC, and that's the end of it. Thank you.
Thank you too. More information about the situation in Germany and Italy is what people have been asking frequently. What are the future predictions for the current members and the new ones who want to join from these countries?
So I'll take this one probably. So we as a company definitely, as I said, are aware, and we're speaking to all regulatory bodies in Europe. Europe is a very important market for us. So this is what we have done is we are filing now for a financial license in Germany, as this is an important market for us. And as I said, OneCoin is very much interested to be on the market for a long, long time. So it takes time. The filing process is pretty complicated, as you can imagine. Also, the documents required are quite extensive, but we're providing them. And whenever we hear from the authorities some feedback on the license process, we will let you know. So this is what it is extremely important for us. We also focus again a lot on education in these markets, because some of the leaders again oversell, are too aggressive, and I again want to warn everybody, we as a company do not tolerate people overselling or selling this opportunity in the wrong way. So the situation in Germany and Italy, again summarizing, we are on this, we're monitoring this very, very carefully, but I also would like the leaders to be very responsible, and as I said, compliance is punishing the people who are really not behaving as they should. And also you guys in the network, please take care of your people, because they just damage you, yourself, and all our members.
So following this question, we can see that there is a lot of bad publicity that is spreading rumors on the web. So what are the comments and how to cope with the recent bad publicity on ONECOIN?
I can answer that one, Laura, and it's a very good question. The media is the media, and I must say that, of course, as much as you can respect media writing good or bad about you, any news is good news. However, of course, there is a lot of media out there who are really intensively trying to damage the reputation by, for example, getting readers to read their blogs, read their online publications, or even read their offline publications. Now, of course, the company does take this very seriously because at one point, yes, freedom of speech is there, but on the other point is slander and all these negative, let's say, news that are fake news. This is what it is. So the company takes it really seriously, and you also see sometimes these bad blogs and different media go away because the lawyers of the company take care. It takes time to dement comment online, and probably internet is the most free media ever. Anybody can damage anybody's reputation in a matter of 10 minutes. It's free and it's very powerful. So I believe myself that media will always be around us because we are so big. And I've also seen very good positive media out there on us. So don't believe everything you read, especially online. Just focus on the facts coming from the company, coming from the leaders that are close to the company. And I also urge all you leaders out there who are not close to the company in terms of the uplines, really start activating yourself and make sure that you have the latest news too, and help the company, help us to also dement what's online. There are many comment boxes available. You can actually be one of our sources to also comment back on these bad publications. So, as I said, any news is good news. We know that the company is doing well. This bad reputation happening will always be there. If we were a small, unsuccessful company, nobody would write about us. But as we're so big, we'll have many people try to destroy us. So thank you.
I would like to add some more things on this. Well, maybe you guys remember on this call all the negative press before the Macau event. I don't know how often I read that the Macau event was cancelled and so on. There's so many wrong things that people just publish to get clicks, as Sebastian said. So whenever you guys click on a link like this, you make money for the person who wrote this. And as Sebastian says, why would I write about ONECOIN and not about 2Coin? Well, ONECOIN has about 3.5 million members, so people are interested, and everybody wants to read the bad news. Like, people never believe in good things. They'll always go for the bad. So you guys make money for these people that they have a nice life when you click on these links, and of course you incentivize them to find new lives and new things, so you click again. However, there are also other medias, and we also should not ignore this, who are just worried about us, who are worried that we have such a big membership base, who are, for example, the other cryptocurrencies. You know, we chose a very, very different distribution model than other cryptocurrencies. So you can also imagine that all these people who have created very IT and techie cryptocurrencies, they do not probably like the idea of having people like you and me and the normal users getting into cryptocurrency. So they look with us with suspicion and say, oh God, what is this? Are they really doing a cryptocurrency? So they somehow cannot realize that the philosophy of cryptocurrency is changing, that cryptocurrency is for everyone. And this is why they are very, very critical and very, very cautious towards ONECOIN. The third people who are cautious is just people who do not believe in network marketing. There are a lot of websites out there who just criticize the model of network marketing, who do not believe that a network marketing company, regardless what they do, if they do nutrition, cryptocurrency, education, or whatever it is, can be a legitimate company. They just think that our distribution model is somehow wrong. So we always have to be a bit cautious what we read and why somebody is actually criticizing us. I'm very happy to engage in a dialogue with people who want to have a discussion, who say, okay, what about your blockchain? What about your distribution model? What about this? But I'm not happy to discuss with people who just slander us, me personally, you guys personally, or someone else. So the only thing that we can do, guys, and what we do as a company, of course, we have lawyers and we take care of this, but the most important thing is to be successful, to show them all, to have a huge success story next year with our ICO, and then to see what they'll write again. You know, you saw how many of the last year news were fake and how many of them were just for these people to make money and to earn income. I just don't know for how many bloggers or wannabe websites we are just providing a huge living. Yeah? So keep this in mind before you all go crazy with rumors and so on. We as a company always inform you if something happens. You can get all the news from us. Do not trust strange websites who just want to make money with you.
Thank you. Next question is regarding DealShaker. What are the future plans for DealShaker is what is of the biggest interest right now.
Let me, it's Pete or Pierre talking again. DealShaker is the new kid on the block, which we like a lot inside the company. It basically brings the cryptocurrency to the real world. By buying and selling goods and services on DealShaker, this makes the cryptocurrency the real cryptocurrency, and the real value of the currency is being reflected in the deals on DealShaker. When I go back, when I joined the company, DealShaker was a project, and right now it has been growing much faster than any competitive such platform out there in the market. And I see a lot of enthusiasm as well across the world about people marketing DealShaker and bringing DealShaker forward. But also these people are honest and they say it would be easier for us to do this, to add that feature, and so on and so forth. So the plans for the DealShaker now are the following. It is, we are going to increase user friendliness and usability inside DealShaker, and on top, of course, going back to KYC, we always need to look at security and secure transactions as well. We do not want to have merchants, buyers or sellers on DealShaker that we would not like to have. We would not like to have transactions that maybe are not secure. So this comes on top, and all this while the platform is open and works. So it is teams making it sure that every day DealShaker works properly, and teams that in later shifts then keep on developing to increase usability, user friendliness on DealShaker. So you will see very soon new features, added features next to the segments that we have today. We will create additional micro segments so that someone who looks for something in particular finds it more quickly. And again here, please keep on telling us what you would like to see to improve DealShaker. Let me maybe finish on this with an additional add-on. We will also publish DealShaker in other languages very soon.
One addition from my side, again, security and safety. Never ever do any transaction outside of the deal shaker. Unfortunately, we know there's a bad world outside, and there are always people who try to fraud other people. Never ever do a transaction and give cash to somebody outside of the deal shaker platform, coins or cash. Do not do this. If a transaction is a fraud, we can refund you in the deal shaker platform unless you go and you give a seller cash outside. Please make a note to yourself, tell your teams, tell your people, never ever to make payments outside the deal shaker platform. Guys, most of you use eBay or alternative platforms. You also would not go and just pay a person outside of the eBay platform and then say, oh, I paid him, please eBay refund me. I cannot give you buyer protection if you do payments outside of our system. So once again, please tell this to your users and spread the word. It is very, very important because I want to protect our deal shaker platform. I want to make sure that all the transactions are legitimate and no victims inside. Thank you.
So following this answer, the next question and the last question from the general ones is, are there going to be credit card payments possible to use and for future transactions within and outside the system?
Okay, I can answer that, and it's very easy to answer because already today the platform is working with China Union Pay. So for the Chinese market, they can definitely use their China Union Pay cards, and there's other markets within Asia who can also use China Union Pay. And the platforms are also being integrated into other payment systems, which means that, of course, there's a verification process to know that these payment systems are good, safe, secure, etc. So the company is working on getting other payment solutions on the platform.
Thank you, Sebastian. Next questions are regarding the IPO and our strategic plans for next year. And first question goes, what will happen with the coins after the IPO? Would it be possible to purchase them from XCoinX, or there would be on another exchange platform?
We have already announced it with the IPO. XCoinX will be open again, and it will be open to the general public. Of course, it will work like any other regulated company, and we are working a lot on this to have the regulation in place. It is a lot of work that not many people see, but it is not just like going out there and buying a hamburger somewhere. It is a regulated business, and we work to get it properly regulated before we reopen it. It's going to reopen when we have the IPO, and then on XCoinX, of course, it is working like an exchange where you can buy and sell ONECOINs if duly KYC'd. Let me repeat that again. It is regulated. We're growing up. We're going into the financially regulated world with XCoinX. So XCoinX as well, for new members or for new people interested in buying or selling the coin, they will run a proper KYC.
And when is the expected date for launching ONECOIN as a public cryptocurrency?
So as Laura, as you say, expect a date. So there's no certainty. I cannot give exactly a date. What we are planning as a company is we are planning definitely 2018, third to fourth quarter of the year. We are preparing. We currently have a big team preparing for this event. You can believe me, it is extremely hard work to go there. We want to do a very professional and a very, very good thing for all our users now, but also for the future users, so that they have trust in this coin, and this coin, after the going public, actually starts being even a bigger success than it has been until today. So expect the going public most probably in 2018.
On which exchanges will ONECOIN be traded after the public launch?
As already mentioned, XCoinX is going to open again, and that will be the primary market maker for ONECOIN exchanges. But on top, there is one Asian, especially Asian stock exchange, which we are in advanced talks with, also to trade the coin in Asia, and of course accessible across the world.
And what are the benefits going to be for the members after ONECOIN becomes public?
Well, of course, the benefits are quite clear in my opinion. It really validates the whole project, and we gain, of course, the trust of all the good people out there who believed in OneCoin as a cryptocurrency, and of course gaining the knowledge and the education of cryptocurrency through the packages, but then of course participating in the mining, believing in cryptocurrency. They will actually see that this became true through this. So that is one benefit. There's many benefits, but of course another very important benefit is the liquidity of the coin. So once it's on the public markets, there's a liquidity that starts happening in the system of buying and selling coins. Now, this can of course take time. It might not go very fast. So everybody have to understand that just by launching something does not mean that that is the end of it. It actually means that is the beginning of it. So just as we started the education packages, now it's actually the time to also start the coin. So the coin will have its market and it will trade successfully, and it'll be very exciting, I must say, to follow this. So there are many benefits behind this.
One more maybe from me. As I said before, there are people who simply do not like the network marketing distribution approach. Once we go public and provide this coin to everyone, then there are people who can acquire this coin outside of the network over regulated exchanges and over other channels. So this again will spread the coin, enhance the brand, and make this coin much more valuable. So this is one of the biggest benefits, in my opinion, that the coin then can be flooded to really everyone and not to the early adopters or the first movers or the people who were lucky enough to know about this concept in the last 2-3 years. So we're going into a next stage with the cryptocurrency. This has nothing to do with the network anymore. It is a cryptocurrency going out there and making its own way, finding its new applications and its own niche out there. So I am extremely excited about this because it's not the end, it's just the beginning actually for us going out there.
So the next question would be, will the access from the US territory be available after the company becomes public?
As I said, we want to be a global cryptocurrency. So once a regulated exchange operates, it depends on the regulations in the US. The regulation on cryptocurrency is moving right now, so we will assess the situation then and we will let our members know.
And the last question, when OneCoin goes public, how will OneCoin users be able to send OneCoins to other OneCoin users in other countries? Will there be a system that will accommodate this?
Let me answer that question. Today there is already a system that allows OneCoin holders to purchase goods and services on DealShaker and like this send also coins to someone else. On top there will be of course the XCoinX market, the exchange market, that will be the market maker for the coins to exchange. So everyone that is registered on DealShaker as a merchant, as a buyer, or on XCoinX as a trader and a holder of coins will of course primarily be able to use XCoinX as a market to send coins to someone else outside the country, outside the lines as well. But don't wait until then. Buy goods on DealShaker if you want to send money to someone else. But again, make sure that it is properly documented. And as Dr. Ruja said earlier, if on DealShaker, beware that KYC takes some time. So a good that is being published today has been KYC'd already on XCoinX. If someone new comes in, he also needs to be KYC'd before you can send him or her coins.
Thank you, Pete. So this was the last question. And if you don't have any last words to all our viewers?
So I would like to thank you and thank the leaders who actually told me that there are many unaddressed questions in the network and they would like actually to hear from me, from Pete, from Sebastian, the answers. Once again, we are a very, very, very big network. We're probably one of the fastest growing networks out there. We are already an established company out there. I heard from somebody, if you're in network marketing in more than a year, you're already a dinosaur. Well, we probably are dinosaurs, and you see a lot of companies copying us and our approach. On the one hand, this is a compliment because obviously we're successful, we do something right, we found the right time, the right the right approach to our members. But I like to say one thing. We're currently moving slowly into the next stage of our project, of our cryptocurrency. This is very important, and this is a very, very exciting phase actually, even if you do not see a lot of developments. You see the deal shaker starting off, more and more merchants coming in. You see us preparing for the IPO, but you do not see like very tangible things like, wow, we mined the first coin, wow, we have a new blockchain. But believe me, this is actually one of the most important times in our company, and there's only a very, very limited time frame until our little coin goes public. So stay with us, be loyal to the company, and you guys will see that we'll write history. It is one of the most amazing things on the market, in my opinion. We were one of the first ones to realize how exciting cryptocurrency is, and all the others who are now behind us will have a hard time to follow in our steps or to achieve what we have achieved. You guys are the value out there. It's not the cryptocurrency, the education is very important, but you guys actually are the ones who make this coin successful. Speaking about it, finding new merchants, and just finding more and more usability for the coin. So I'm extremely proud to be part of this. I'm extremely proud of all of us, and I'm extremely excited for the year 2018. Thank you very much, and let's do something like this again very, very soon. Bye-bye.
And I would like to thank Dr. Ruja Ignatova, ONECOIN founder and visionary, Mr. Pierre Arens, ONECOIN CEO, and OneLife Global Master Distributor Sebastian Greenwood for joining us from the other side of the world. For all of you who were not able to participate today, you can follow our YouTube and Youku channels, and you will find the recorded version of this live session there. Thank you.
Thank you.